heard WavyOcho going out to Tony Yayo, one of the most like loyalist guys in hip hop. As y'all, if y'all know, like Lloyd Banks, not Lloyd Banks, Tony Yayo is mad loyal to 50, bro. You know, he even said if it wasn't for 50, he wouldn't be where he's at today. Like he wouldn't be predicting me that he was in, bro. Like, you feel me? Like, so yeah, bro. Tony is a loyal nigga, and that's good, bro. That's good, bro. You should be loyal to your friends, bro.
Tony Yayo, the humble legend, has been around for 20 years in the rap game. As the right-hand man to 50 Cent, he earned his respect because of his devotion and
Yayo is more of a right-hand man to 50 than Lloyd Banks was, you feel me? And Lloyd Banks, don't get me wrong, Lloyd Banks, you know, I'm pretty sure he was loyal to 50, but not as much as Tony Yayo was.
Loyalty to his brothers. Although he's been very comfortable playing the background, he definitely has a story of his own. So today, we're gonna drop some context for his undying loyalty. Where did he learn that trait? What motivated him to keep it real for so long? Rappers, new street dudes, and up-and-coming ghetto stars, take notes, and let's get to it. Tony Yayo, born Marvin Bernard, was born and raised in South Jamaica, Queens, New York City. What it was like growing up in the 80s and 90s? Yayo says every moment of his childhood was fun. He enjoyed it. He was happy as a child and loved everything, even the slaps from his neighbor.
Fun, you know, I mean, your next door neighbor could slap you.
Slap from your neighbor? A neighbor smacking the shit out you is crazy. Nah, bro. Never get slapped.
Like my next door neighbor was Miss Peoples. Rest in peace, shout out to Miss Peoples. And she be in the window all day.
His family had a fairly stable life, and having Haitian parents initially taught him a lot of discipline, and they were very strict. But when his parents split up, everything changed for him. With his mother at work and his father leaving the house, he was free to roam the streets, and coming up in South Jamaica, Queens, that could only mean one thing. He jumped into the game.
I looked at it as an advantage because my pops used to chase me off the block when I was on 134 on God Brewer. So at this point now, my pops left. My mom's is always working because like island parents is always working. My mom's was a nurse. So all I knew was work. And my father was gone now, so I had more time to be on the block.
That neighborhood has a long history of gang drama and trafficking, and it's likely that Yayo was exposed to these type of challenges and influences even before his pops left the crib. Yayo said that he was also influenced by hip-hop during his teenage years, and it was around this time that he began to write bars at the age of 15. It is also at this age that he came across who we all know as 50 Cent. Yayo said that he was already active in the streets, even younger than Yayo, and his reputation impressed him. Their friendship, which lasted for years, began on the streets where hundreds of crimes were committed. Of course, it was impossible to remain innocent and clean, so why not embrace the dirt?
This right here, I'm in my old spot. This is one of the spots that, you know, I used to hustle in, you know what I mean? And Flip is one of the dudes that know me, you know what I mean? This cops ran in here, plenty.
Damn. It look like a trap house. I ain't gonna lie, that house look like a trap house over there in Queens. The doors, look at the door, bro. Like,
times I used to go to the store. My father used to be like, I don't want you on that boulevard. Stay off that boulevard. You know what I'm saying? And I always used to be on that boulevard. I used to always see, you know, the older dudes up there, you know, with the new sneakers, motorbikes. Like for 50, for instance, he was one of my role models too. So that's how I started selling drugs.
They both were moving work and making good dough from it. Mix street money with a solid reputation and you got the makings of a street legend. And that's what both of them were on their way to becoming before rap. But later down the line, having a couple run-ins with the law and an assassination attempt on 50's life, it changed everything and it made everybody focus up a bit. 50 was already seeing serious traction with his music in the underground, having already had record deals on the table. After the attempt on his life, however, labels wanted to stay away from 50. This sparked 50 and Yayo on a revenge mission, not only on who pulled the trigger, but on the rap game as a whole, and thus, the makings of G-Unit began. Yayo had already had a little career as a solo rapper when he was performing in poppin' clubs with his DJ homies in the mid to late 90s.
Were you rapping originally?
Oh yeah, I've been rapping. Like I was rapping in the clubs. Like I was in the streets, so I was in the clubs with Grandmaster Vic, rest in peace. My man Rough Hands was a DJ. So we went to all the parties that got shot up. We in every party. That's why I mentioned the Rockaway Twins and Grandmaster Vic. So I was familiar with music. I'm a music guy. Because if the party gets shot up,
But in 2001, Yayo and his homie Lloyd Banks finally formed an official group with 50.
One day I remember me and Banks were supposed to go to a party, and 50 called. And 50 said, yo, I want to go to this party bad, you know, girls are gonna be there. And 50 called like, yo, we need you to do this mixtape. We need to do the first song. And then we went to Shot Money Basement, you know, at his house, and we did the first freestyle ever together, me, Banks, and 50.
After a couple mixtapes, 50 Cent finally caught the eye of Eminem in 2002, and they all got signed. Unfortunately, when things were starting to heat up, Yayo got locked the hell up.
As we pull up to the Coca Cabana and stuff, there's a crowd out there, there's police out there, undercover cops is behind us, and they tell us to go around the corner.
They staged it, you know what I'm saying? They told us we was in a traffic violation and made us move. And then as soon as we pulled off,
a cab, a black Caprice, a van, about 5 cars, undercovers, jump out on us. They tell us to roll down the window. The funny thing is they tell us to roll down the window, but windows to a bulletproof car don't roll down. 50's laughing, Banks is laughing. I'm even laughing because they was getting mad because the windows wouldn't roll down. So they're like, oh.
Nah, they laughing at the boys. They was laughing at the boys.
In the door, we all got our vests on and shit, and they take us in. I knew I wasn't coming in.
And that's when 50 signed Cashville, Tennessee rapper Young Buck. The rappers here had a lot in common, and all of them were known for their street-oriented lyrics and aggressive delivery. G-Unit gained great fame in the early 2000s thanks to 50 Cent. The fact that he led his group as a military team is what made them successful.
just like the military with that nigga. He's on time for everything because he treated like the block.
Moreover, 50 Cent's reputation made it even easier for the group to achieve their goal. The beauty of how G-Unit worked is my solo album took off so big that I just brought them with me, 50 said. They released their debut album, Beg for Mercy, in 2003, and it was a commercial success, reaching the top of the charts and earning widespread critical acclaim. After they continued to release music and tour, they had become one of the most successful and influential groups of their generation. Their style and image had a major impact on the hip-hop industry, and they were widely regarded as one of the defining groups of the 2000s. During their partnership in the music world, which became laden with fame and fortune, they never lost their personal bond and sense of loyalty, and this was really evident during Yayo's 2 prison stints from 2002 to 2004. 50 Cent made sure that while Yayo was in jail, he was still getting paid and his taxes were handled. So by the time he officially got...
That's good. That's fire. That's wavy. I ain't gonna lie to 50 to do that. I ain't gonna lie. They stand on loyalty. That's a fact.
out, bro already had a straight $1 million in the bank.
During the Rock the Mic tour, he got paid for every show that we did. He wasn't there physically, this is Get Rich or Die Trying. Same money that Banks got, Buck got, Yayo got. So by the time Yayo came home, after taxes and everything, he already had $1 million in his account. And he'd come home comfortable, into a comfortable space, and he doesn't feel so far behind the rest of his camp.
You see, it's moments like this that he never forgot, and are the reasons that he stayed so true to 50 in their...
50 a real one for that, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's fire to 50 to do that. You know, put millions on Yayo's account. That's fire. I ain't gonna lie. Like giving Yayo money while he's in jail. That's fire. I ain't gonna lie.
Relationship. Even when sometimes it seems like 50 tried to son him, his humility and appreciation for what 50 did would never allow him to jump out there with him. While doing one of his stints, Eminem even showed the ultimate sign of solidarity by rocking a free Yayo t-shirt during his Grammy performance. So it wasn't just 50 Cent being loyal to an old friend, it was the whole G-Unit and Shady and Interscope family being loyal and moving as a unit, so to speak. Something that is very rare, even today.
I mean, how did it feel to have the biggest artist in the world, Eminem, show up with a free Yayo shirt?
I mean, this is why I try to tell you, I feel like in my career, you know, because after 50 had the success of Get Rich or Die Trying, he could have went straight into the massacre, but he went in to Beg for Mercy to showcase his artist.
Yeah.
So I felt like, you know, he always threw us to exist. You know, I mean, sometimes, you know, when things don't go right for people, they might feel away. But I just feel like, you know, he made us millionaires. We had houses.
It is important to note that Tony Yayo's arrest is just one aspect of his life and career and should not be taken as the defining characteristic of who he is as an artist and as a person. Through his music and public statements, he has offered a powerful and often personal perspective on life in the inner city and the challenges faced by those who have this disadvantage. After his release on the 25th of May 2004, Yayo continued to make music and tour with G Unit. In interviews, he has talked about how the experience of being incarcerated changed him and made him appreciate his life and his freedom more.
Honestly, I'm gonna tell you, I wasn't really stressed about it because everything happens for a reason. You know what I mean? Maybe I would've got shot that day.
Tony Yayo was arrested again on charges of assault and weapons possession in 2007. The charges stem from an incident in which Yayo allegedly confronted the 14-year-old son of Jimmy Henchman Roseman, a music industry executive and street entity, and struck him in the face. The incident was reported to the police, and Yayo was subsequently arrested and charged with assault, weapons possession, and endangering the welfare of a child. In this process, an armed attack was allegedly carried out on the house of Yayo's moms. Although Yayo denied the allegations throughout the investigation, he failed to convince the judge, and that's why he was in prison for about 10 months. But on January 10th, 2008, one of Yayo's co-defendants, Lodi Mack, admitted that he was the one who attacked the kid. As a result, Yayo was acquitted. If this is true, this again proves how loyal Yayo was and how he stuck to the G code, being willing to take the rap on an alleged assault of the son of a very powerful adversary. That took guts, man. Throughout his career and life, you can see how important his friendship and dedication to 50 Cent was. Yayo has been a loyal and dedicated member of G Unit since its formation, and he has often spoken about his close friendship with 50 Cent in interviews and on social media, a lot as of lately actually. Even throughout the years to now, his message of appreciation and dedication has always remained consistent. He has praised 50 Cent for his leadership and vision, and he has credited him with giving him the opportunity to pursue his dreams as a rapper. You can understand how Yayo really sees 50 Cent from these words.
He was just like a legend in my hood. Like 50 was like everybody knew him. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Even in recent years up to this very moment, Yayo and 50 Cent have continued to do business together. They continue to tour even. Their friendship and loyalty to each other has become a hallmark of their careers, and they have inspired many other hip-hop artists and fans with their commitment to each other. When you watch them, there are real lessons in not only friendship, but manhood as well.
Whatever which way, even if I wasn't talking to 50, like one time I seen Buck on stage with Rick Ross and giving him that for New Year's. That's not me, nigga. That's not who I am as a person, nigga.
Loyalty. That's what it's about, loyalty.
I'm authentic. People don't gotta like me, because they always said, everybody ain't gonna like you in life. Wise man once told me that. I don't give a f. 50 don't gotta talk to me tomorrow. Banks don't gotta go talk to me tomorrow. You ain't gonna see me with they ops. You ain't gonna see me with this guy. That's not what I do. You know, a nigga could disrespect me and a nigga be in a picture with him, chilling, and still feel like we friends and want me to support his shit.
Yeah.
Nah, nigga, I'm cut from a different cloth, nigga.
Your loyalty is legendary.
Listen,
let me put that out there.
Cloth.
Yayo's loyalty has never.
And in what this industry, what loyalty mean?
They always helped each other and didn't succumb to the greed or betrayal. Never bite the hand that feeds you, he said, and that's one of the rules that Yayo lives by.
Remember who turned the lights on. That's all I'm saying to you.
Right.
That's it. We could have made way more money.
How I see it, Yayo is just as important to 50 as he is to him. He served as pretty much the most consistent thing in 50's life since his childhood, next to the grandparents, of course. Without a loyal homie like Yayo in his corner, there's no telling where he would be. You've seen how long the friendship that comes from the streets of South Jamaica lasts. Their devotion to each other in a world like this is admirable. Speaking of Yayo's life story and his friendship to 50, we should also mention his achievements in the music world as well. Tony Yayo has been active in the music industry and performing and recording music for about 20 years. He's continued to tour and perform, and he's released several solo albums, including his magnum opus, Thoughts of a Predicate Felon. Many fans and critics appreciate Tony Yayo's unique flow and lyricism and consider him to be a talented rapper. He's also been active on...
Some people do not jack Yayo as a talent, bro. Some people actually think Yayo is not that good at rapping, bro. Some people think that like Tony Yayo is the weakest link out of G Unit, bro. Some people think Yayo's dirt, you know. I don't think Yayo's dirt.
Social media interacted with...
He's okay. That's what I'm gonna say. He's high.
And promoting his music. He's also been involved in various charitable initiatives and used his platform to raise awareness about important social and political issues. Although he's not a rapper as successful as 50 Cent, thanks to his loyalty, Yayo has won the love of many people because of his character. To be the best friend of one of the biggest rappers the world has ever seen, and to never have fallen victim to the fame and stress that comes with that lifestyle is an incredible feat within itself, legendary even. For the last 20 years, Yayo has been the poster boy for loyalty in a game where such a thing hardly exists. The younger generation of rappers and street dudes would do themselves some justice by taking notice. For real. Hey yo, make sure y'all.
Okay, that's the vid. So yeah, let me know what y'all think about Tony Yayo's loyalty. I think it's very like good that Tony Yayo has been loyal to 50 for mad long, bro. And plus, they grew up together. Him and 50 grew up together, you know. So yeah, bro, like that's very good and very fire that they stay loyal together. And also, let me know what y'all think about Yayo's. What is your favorite Yayo song? Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, get all the vibes. Where you checking out you are.